Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. We're going to continue with more Tunic. Last we left off, I was fighting the good fight. Fox Mama is, it turns out, still quite formidable. But I have tech. I don't know how she got through that, but she did. I have tech. I discovered that if I tap the fire attack the same time I tap the ice attack, it fires the ice attack as a little firebolt. So I can freeze her like that. I am drinking, miss. Ow. Didn't mean to do it like that. Well, I got her with the freeze. Is that at least? No, the strategy seems to be working. She's, the health bar is, going down. You know, that's, we're making some progress. Fortunately, my corpse was right next to her. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Okay, if I could get the timing down on the parry, on the little whim, you know, if I get the timing down on that, I'd be able to stun lock her basically. That feels like a good plan. Does that not feel like a good plan? I think it feels like a good plan. Which may entail practicing. What was that attack? Is she trying to miss me? Okay. That's not quite right. That's not what we want to see. That's not it. Okay. Alright. At this point, it's a few weeks past, but my pal Leshy, they got a fun sponsorship deal from Star Trek mobile game. Star Trek Fleet something. Basically, you have a little fleet of starships. And you're like commanding them, and you get yeah, there's gotcha elements, because of course there are. Ow. Come on now. Drink. Ow. Drink! It doesn't really work, does it? She's learning. No. Okay, if I just go towards one of them. That works. Okay. Yeah, I was able to determine that this is definitely set in the J.J. Abrams movies' Star Trek continuity. The gotcha elements do let you get the original series crew, some of the TNG crew. For some reason, they didn't include Deep Space Nine. They didn't include Voyager. I'm like, hey, where's Milana Torres? Can I get like a, you know, teleporter expert in here or something? Like, no. I'm like, okay. And you know, okay, I shouldn't say that they don't have Deep Space Nine. I can get Quark. I can get Rom. There's no Chief O'Brien. I mean, there's Worf, but he's also on TNG. I mean, so is Chief O'Brien, but, you know, there's no Dr. Bashir. There's no Odo. In fact, I can't even go to Cardassia or Bajor on the map. I don't get that part of the Alpha or Beta Quadrant, whichever one they are in, I don't remember. I think... Yeah, I think the Klingon Empire is mostly Beta Quadrant, and that Alpha Quadrant is like Federation space and Romulans. Don't quote me on that. Ugh. Alright, that's... I shouldn't try to taunt her into, getting hit. Not what I wanted to do! You can't bait her, Joe. Don't try to bait her. Alright, but yeah, there's so many Deep Space Nine characters that should be available but are not. Because I don't know why. I mean, Gowron and General Martok are there, but I mean, they're also in Deep Space, in TNG, so... So that makes sense. Lady? Please. Oh! Oh my god, that was so close! Look at how low her health meter was. Oh! Oh, I can feel it. This is doable. Oh, but yeah, like, but I recognized there was a little story thing. There was some guy was like, oh yeah, Vulcans are like an endangered species now, because this dude from the other timeline showed up and blew up, you know, Vulcan, the planet. And I'm like, oh, that's the J.J. Abrams movie. Okay. Drink your drinks, Tunic. Whatever your name is, Tunic Fox. Ooh! I'm begging you, please work properly. She don't like getting froze. So if I can keep her on her heels like that... Oh, yes! Alright, no, you're not supposed to get back up. What are you doing? No, no, she got a whole nother health meter. No, it's the purple stuff. Oh god, she can do the purple stuff now. Oh... My health meter, no! Oh god, I hate it. Come on. Come on. But yeah, as a longtime Star Trek enjoyer, it's an interesting experience. Okay, I didn't expect her to do 3 of those in a row. Let's get some distance. Okay. Alright. She has 2 health bars and a form with the purple stuff. It might be mask time then. But yeah, there's many characters that I want. They've got, and this is the thing, they've got characters from like Lower Decks and, you know, Strange New World and Discovery. I don't think I saw anybody from Picard on there, so maybe they're trying to avoid that. But there's literally, like, the cartoon characters, like the Family Guy-looking cartoon guys from the Lower Decks show. Lower Decks is the one that's... Yeah, that's the comedy one, right? A lot of people don't like that, but we've all made these jokes about Star Trek. It's fine. Alright, well there's a guard crush. Alright. How does this work? Or do I need to have my shield up and then tap the thing? I don't know how it works. But yeah, it's interesting, but it leaves off so much of the area that the best stuff is set in. And also, it's set in the stupid world where Benedict Cumberbatch is Khan. They have his Khan, but they don't have Ricardo Montalban. Now, I understand. You know, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, a guy named Khan being played by Benedict Cumberbatch? That's stupid. It's culturally insensitive. I'm like, okay, let's be honest with ourselves here. Let's be honest with ourselves. Ricardo Montalban is not Indian either. Any complaints you have about Benedict Cumberbatch playing an Indian fella, honestly apply just as much to Ricardo Montalban, let's be honest. It's this thing where, like, people treat it like people of color are, like, interchangeable. It's like, no. Like, don't... You wouldn't be like, well, you know, okay, the character's Khan, but they cast, like, a Japanese guy as the character, you know? Like, that wouldn't be... That would be wrong for the same reason. Not the same reason, but it wouldn't be proper, you know? It wouldn't be like, well, this is how it should be. And honestly, the reason... Okay, so the character Khan, and I may have talked about this on Leshy's stream if I was invited. We'll see. But the reason Khan the character even exists is because when Gene Roddenberry was serving in the Second World War, he was stationed with a fella from India, which I assume was part of the British Armed Forces, because obviously they were in charge of India at the time, and they were obviously pulling conscripts from the place. And he lost contact with the guy, and so he figured, okay, well, here's the plan. I'm going to put a character in my show, and I'm going to name him Khan, just like my friend from the war. And if the show gets big, he'll watch it, and he'll be like, oh, that's me! And then he would call him, and then they could hang out again. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute. God, I think I got hit by almost all of them on that one. Alright. When dodging, let's not dodge into the one that's right next to her. Whoop! Well, she got the ice too. Yeah, it's kind of fun that that was the whole reason. Maybe Gene was like, Ricardo Montalban is a very dashing fellow. I should cast the most handsome actor I can find. Which wouldn't explain the haircut they gave him in the original series, but in the movies he was great. Wrath of Khan, fantastic look. If anybody tries to tell you that the Wrath of Khan look for Khan was inferior to the TV show version of Khan, you tell them that they're fucking wrong. There are a few Star Trek opinions that I think are as wrong as that. Ow. Drank. Get stamina back. See, like that. I'm safe there. Oh, that one worked. That one worked. Lady, please. I'm thirsty. That's it. Alright, I knew that wasn't going to work out too well. Yeah, it's, they start you out with a little crappy ship, and you work your way up, and you build a little base, and you build additional ships. At present, I have two. One of them is a little Rialto class. It's trash, of course. It's the first one I got. Because of the game's gacha elements, you're like collecting crew members from various other things. So I have this Rialto with the movie versions, the Abrams movies versions of Chekhov. No, not Chekhov. Scotty is the captain. Kirk answers to him, and so does Uhura's there, and so is McCoy. Those are the ones I have. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, just kill me now. And then I eventually built another ship, which is an Orion Corvette, which I think is the only second ship you're gonna. It's linear progress. You start off with the one always, and then you always have to build your way to the second one, which is always the Orion Corvette. But the Corvette is a little bit better. You know, it's it hits a little harder. And it seems like they just improve so markedly that at this point I'm like, my Rialto class is shit. Alright, that's not... I don't want to do the big freeze. Drink. Drink. That didn't work at all. Stop doing the big ice. Welp. Yeah, the Orion chip that I have, I've actually got captained by Deanna Troy. And Riker is there, and Geordi is there, and so is Riker, Geordi, Data. Okay, I wasn't blocking that, no way. I know that I got Dr. Crusher as well, but I know I didn't use her because she's not very good. Everybody has like an ability that kicks in as a captain, and also an ability that kicks in as an officer on the bridge. And then other than that, I think you also have additional slots for people to go in that aren't on the bridge. And if you have characters on a ship but not on the bridge, I think they just add to the raw stats, but they don't give abilities. Which is fine. Okay, that didn't work right. Yeah, some of the characters they've thrown in this thing, though, are like really deep dives. There's nobody from Enterprise, which is interesting. No Captain Archer. No T'Pol. You know what character I do want in this game? And which character was like a mindfuck for Leshy to find out about? Is Tuvix. If you know Voyager, you know Tuvix. Straight up an episode where Janeway has to murk somebody because she's like, you're made of two of... Okay, this is something I actually mentioned in the stream with Leshy. Was our friend and other person who knows Star Trek, Quo, joined them on the stream, and was talking about Tuvix. It was like, yeah, so Janeway was like, you can't continue to exist, Tuvix. I need these officers back. And I'm like, okay, let's be honest, nobody needs Neelix back. She needed Tuvok. Nobody needs Neelix. And that's why I always say, one of the best characters in all of Star Trek Voyager is Tuvix. Because when you see him, you know you're not going to see Neelix. Okay, I guess the mask doesn't really work. Alright. You know, that was pretty good progress, though, don't you think? I may have died a lot, but we're learning stuff, and that's a good place to leave off for now. Thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe, and I don't want to take that mask off now, actually. Before I forget. Thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe, and I will see you next time.